don't know about you guys, but it seems kind of surreal to me that we are closing in on the ending of Attack on Titan anime-wise, with only 2 more episodes to go after this one here. It doesn't feel mentally and maybe story-wise also, it doesn't feel like we're anywhere near concluding everything. I'm not ready yet to say goodbye to this universe, to these characters. It's not goodbye forever because obviously, like I said, after I'm done with this, I'm going to be starting to read the manga as soon as I can. So it's not goodbye forever, but it's still like, it's not exact. It doesn't feel the same, having a character motionless on the paper and having them alive in the realm of animation. So it feels like I'm going to be saying goodbye in a couple of weeks. Kind of weird. So now this episode is called Two Brothers. Last time Eren was about to touch with Zeke, but then Zeke got shot. How is everything going to wrap up? I don't know. What's interesting about the show, I would say, is that during all of season 3 and part of season 4 part 1, sorry, the main moral dilemma was about trying to figure out what was the right thing to do, and now jumping into season 4 part 2 and up until the end, I believe, it's not so much about this dilemma. It's more about figuring out what you need to do. What you want, what you should, and what you need to do aren't always the same thing. And I feel like this is the case here. As much as obviously everybody would like to be a winner, there are some intermediate steps you need to take. Basically right now in the position of Armin and Mikasa and the others. What are you doing? Who are you helping? Are you helping anybody, really? Or are you just running for your life? Who knows? I'm not exactly rooting for anybody right now. I'm just... because everybody has reasons to act, except maybe, the Madelians have their reasons, but they are lacking information, which is that, they are missing about considering the fact that Eren and Zeke are not here to destroy them per se. They're rather here to apply a plan that would help resolve everything, but they're under the impression that they need to exterminate everybody. So the Marleyans, that is. So it's I get your point, guys, but it's you're missing information, so I can't exactly root for you. But apart from that, when it comes to Zeke and Eren and then Mikasa and the others, it's pretty even to me. It's pretty even. But the confusion, I could quite blame it a bit on Eren, because he's the centerpiece of all of this. Obviously, he can't reveal everything because he may, if he has other intentions, he may betray himself. But at the end of the day, the responsibility comes to him, in my opinion, about making a decision about how he wants to go about this. So we're gonna see really how this plays out. I'm excited. I'm not that worried for anybody. Levi is already in a state that's... I don't know exactly if he's dead, because, like I said last time, as long as he's not buried, he's not dead to me. But since I've already gone through this trauma, I don't feel like I'm gonna go through the same type of deal with anybody else. So I'm going in it with an interested mind, but not a troubled one. So I feel like I can breathe. So that being said, we're going to jump right in. You know how it goes. Full-length action is available on Patreon. Link down below in the description box. All of my Attack on Titan reactions, starting from Season 1, Episode 1, and all of the first episode of every new series, every new season, the premieres are available for free for everybody to enjoy over there. So the link is down below in the description box. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any video, and smash the like button. This is always very much appreciated. Links down below to my social media are down below. Links to my social media are down below, including the Discord server. That being said, we're gonna jump right in. Let's go. Let's go. This opening is, I don't know, there's something really religious going on about it. It's like everybody must rise, for the opening. Yeah, knowing the episodes, well, I don't know if maybe the last episode or so are going to be longer, but if we're going on the basis that there are only 20 minutes left, or 20 minutes long, it's not that much to wrap everything up. If they are going to wrap everything up, because there's a possibility that they don't. I mean, you just have to touch him, so... Oh! 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 Oh, he's gonna kill him. Is it easy? Now, I'm wondering if Flock knows about Eren's true plans or not. It feels like the good old days. Riding on horses. It's been a while. Okay, so what are you gonna do, Yelena? You're just gonna stay there and pray. Fell hard. Okay, still alive. Oh!
ないな、すまない。戦士に選ばれるはずじゃなかったのに。弟を貶めたりして、軍に印象操作したんだ。弟を守りたかった。
Okay, now we know. And now he knows. We already knew. Oh! I'd forgotten about this! Oh!
待ってくれ！ファルコがあんたの脊髄液を口にしてしまったんだ。叫ばないでくれ、ジークさん。なんだと。
Oh, that's true! Even a bigger conundrum! Oh, there's a range! Oh, he's gonna do it! He's gonna do it! He's gonna do it! I can see the struggle, but Zik is an accomplisher. He's not going to fall back on sentiments and... Yeah. I'm sorry. Maybe he didn't drink the right wine. Oh no, they're glowing. Oh, pixies. Oh, fudge! Oh, fudge. Ah! The music. Oh, it's that moment. It's that time. Is that Falco? No! Maybe Falco is gonna eat one of the titans, and Colt is dead. I love this anime.
2体の相手は
Oh, Falco's so ugly.
エレン
Oh! Oh! I'm sorry. Oof. That was badass.
終わったのかガイナイ俺たち
I don't think he's dead. I think he's just
の追いを引き継ぐのはファルコだ
I think maybe you should let it happen, because you kind of don't want to fight anymore, and that would say Falco, but Falco's attention's being drawn elsewhere. Galliard.
ただじゃくたばらね
Oh! 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 Falco is gonna hit Galliard, okay.
え待てダメだ
I'm okay with this.
これではっきりしたよな。最後まで俺の方が上だって。
I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. Oh! That's interesting.
死んだふり作戦は大成功
Imitating Pierre? Oh, yes, okay, yeah. Imitating, faking is definitely okay. Thought I understood something else. Oh, Gabi! Of course you do it. Time jump or whatever, or yeah. Oh, my heart can't sustain that.
感触も残っ
In my head, it's like
その子たちが生きていれば子孫の巨人は王家の手に渡る
Eren. I know Eren could die right now, but it's
心中を迫られただろ
エレン必ずみんなを救ってあげよ
う。落としちまった。病院暮らして体がなまっちまったか
I love this sequence. Silence and I know that Eren could die right now, but it seems not. I don't know. Because we know the head lives a bit. Maybe that would suffice. I don't know. The girl yet again.
うおそらく始祖を継承した王家はここに来たんだろう始祖の力を行使する際に
Valimir was here.
完全に事切れる前に俺と接触
Okay.
した。成功
So that's it. Yeah.
俺たちは始祖
The head lived for a couple of seconds.
誰かいる。
心配ない。それは始祖ユミルだ。こんなところをブラブラ
Wandering around in a place like this.
何より
But why is she still wandering in here?
俺たちが巨人の力を欲するたびに果てしない時
She's a little girl. Are we gonna have the
見るに
secret of her nature? Command the founder.
俺たちの夢を叶える時が来た。お前の夢だ。頼む。世界を救ってくれ。
For now, only Zeke has been talking about the dream. I'm waiting on Eren to speak his mind.
すべてのエルディア人を安楽死させる。こんなふざけた計画。
Okay.
俺は到底受け入れられない。
Okay, so what are you going to do here?
俺はここに来るためにあんたに話
Okay, it doesn't come as a shock to me because, well, surprise because I'm expecting such twists from Attack on Titan, but it's falling kind of flat after Armin put it so blatantly out there. I'm just curious to know what's his plan because I already knew what wasn't his plan, so.
始祖ユミル。俺に力を貸してくれ。
2
やっぱりかよ、エレン。お前だけは分かってくれると信じたかった。
So did you lie about the... Is the power ultimately yours to use? Zeke, did you lie to Eren? Suppose you did.
どういうことだ。
俺は歴代の壁の王と違い、初代王の思想に染まらぬままここに到達した。不戦のちぎりを無力化していくことに成功した。絶大な力を持つ始祖ユミル。
That's good. That's good.
始祖の力は俺が手にした。
バカな。
お前は
I mean, what do you know?
俺たちは最悪の父親に生み出されてしまった哀れな被害者だ。
So what are you gonna do?
しかし世界を救う時はお前と一緒だ。
It's good. It's very good. So yes, Eren's... Okay. Let's take things in the order as they happened. Let's go with the scream. Okay, let's go with this with the scream. Yeah, I didn't expect Zeke. Like I said during the reaction, I didn't expect Zeke to not scream just to save Falco, because as much as, like he said, he understood what it meant. He understood the tragedy of it and everything. But it's not what it's not because you understand it means that you won't do it, or like I said, he's an accomplisher and he has a plan and he's gone too far not to accomplish it right now. He's going to do whatever he needs to in order to succeed on this plan, even if that means sacrificing Falco, because at the end of the day, it's not like Falco is... Well, even though, yeah, I was about to say, maybe he wouldn't sacrifice his mother, but yeah, he did sacrifice his mother, Zeke, that is, he did sacrifice his mother and his father to accomplish his and Cassava's plan. So, Falco is another tragedy, but it's has to happen. He needs to do it. So, yeah, so he did. Falco, although, as much as I did not expect Zeke not to scream, in the back of my mind for a moment I was like, maybe Falco didn't drink the right wine, maybe they're going to twist us on this, but no, he did, and he transformed. He was quite ugly. He had a strange face, by the way. It's but yeah, when you have particular characters like this, you need to have them have a significant face, just like Dinah, I suppose. And then I was okay with the idea that Falco would eat Rainer, but then he ate Porco Galliard. I'm okay with it. I wouldn't say it makes sense, because in Attack on Titan, 1,000 different things could happen, but it's fine by me. And then Eren gets shot by Gabi. I did not see that one coming. At all. But it didn't... It shocked me. It shocked me because I wasn't expecting it, but I did not panic on it, because... I don't know, it didn't feel like... Maybe knowing that they're... Well... going into a series whatsoever, you're expecting things to have a certain feel to it by the end of the series. And so to me, the fact that Eren died here, nothing was telling me that it could come to a conclusion, to a bad conclusion, The fact that Eren is dead, well, okay, then Marley wins, then all the aliens get killed. In my mind, it can't end on such a twist and negative note, So I was like, okay, his head got shot, but I know there's something else going on. Then and for a moment I was like, well, I know that the head may live on for a couple of seconds before, the consciousness in the mind really dies. Because that's what mattered, really. Attack on Titan has to do with spirituality and everything, and so Zeke only had to touch, and so they went into the paths. And yes, that was it. It was kind of reversed. They were the key to unlocking each other. Eren, Zeke with the royal blood, and Eren with the power. So they could come into this place and use the power. But it's interesting because I was wondering how the power of the founding Titan would work, and apparently you command the the founder Ymir. And yes, since Zeke has the royal blood, it would be, it's funny because the royal blood is just about descendants of Ymir, which is kind of funny. It's not about a particular blood, really. It's not like it's a modified blood. Exactly. It's just that it's her blood. And it doesn't seem like we are going to have any answers as to how did Ymir came to have the Titan powers and everything, but okay. And 2 episodes to go, and the revelation of Eren, not going along with Zeke's plan, fell flat. It's both a relief and it fell flat. A relief because I don't think it would have been. Well, it was a solution, but I was never really hyped by this plan. Although I have to admit it was a plan that would work, But I was never really thrilled by it. So Eren to say that he's not okay with this plan is kind of a relief, but it fell flat because after, I would have rather had Eren explain the no on his own to Zeke, like he did right now, than having Armin kind of figure this out and tell us so blatantly. Because the thing when it comes to writing, you have your character, what your character thinks, and what your character says. And in the choice of word, in the choice of dialogue, I don't find it quite fitting how Armin said it. Because he could have obviously had doubts and everything, but the fact that Armin was so assertive in his theory, as a viewer, you're like, he must be right, or at least it all makes sense. And so when Eren says it's just, it's just a bis repetita of what you've already heard. And so it doesn't come as shocking news to you. It doesn't come as, you're like, good. But it's not like, what? It's just, okay, so Armin was right, and okay, let's get on with it. And well, I feel like this moment should have been the revelation moment, because it was the climax. It was the moment where you're like, is he going to do it? Is he not going to do it? So the twist that he's not going to do it fell anticlimactic, and in a not so good way. The revelation of 2x6 when Reiner and Bertolt revealed that they are the Titans and everything, that was anticlimactic, but that was really well done because that was quite unique. But here it fell flat because the climax or the revelation of the climax had already happened like 2 episodes earlier. So you're like, okay, I kind of already knew about this theory, so the fact that you're confirming it right now is not a shock to me. So that really bothered me. If you couldn't tell, I've been rambling for 3 minutes about it. So yeah, it really bothered me. But that being said, let's see what happens. And now I can really see that we're going to come to a conclusion in the next 2 episodes. But what about Eren? Is Eren definitely dead? Because the thing with twists, it can only happen so many times, you know. Here you have, okay, let's say you have the twist that Eren is not on with the plan and he's intending to use the power differently. But then you have another twist with Zeke being like, well, I'm glad I waited to hear your real intentions because the power was never yours to use, really. But then I feel like if Eren has another twist, depending on the twist and how it's done, it could pass, could be okay, but then you can't be just like, oh, and I have a twist, 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 because then you're like, well, I don't believe in anything anymore, so whatever twist you're going to spring on me, it's not going to be effective, because I'm just going to expect it. So I'm really wondering how this is going to play out. Is Zeke definitely going to bring his plan to a conclusion? I trust not. Because I kind of feel like the end of the story needs to have our main trio, being Eren, Mikasa, and Armin, satisfied with the outcome. And if Zeke wins, I don't feel like they are going to be satisfied. So it's so like I said, I'm expecting maybe another twist, but not anymore after this. And there's one last thing. So Zeke said, let me find it. So obviously Zeke is not plagued by the First King's ideas. And he said something. Managed to nullify. Though possessing tremendous power, the founder is a slave with no will of her own. Now there is a story to be told. Is how did the founder Ymir end up in this place? Why is she still here? And how was she reduced to obeying the individuals with royal bloods who would come to visit her and obey them as her masters? There's another mythological thing to be told here. I'm not expecting it to be revealed in the anime because it's not exactly the point. It feels like it could be an OVA. But there's definitely here to be told. It's not something like you could have ever theorized, predicted, imagined. You could have theorized it, but it would have felt far-fetched, because you have no basis to base that on. So it's, but I'm okay with it. So it's an interesting jump into the last 2 episodes. What I'm gonna consider as a finale, a 2-parter finale, maybe. Attack on Titan is just a big X-Spots finale, Yeah, I'm mainly considering the penultimate and the ultimate episodes as tandem most of the time. So yeah, so that was my reaction to Attack on Titan 2 Brothers, Season 4, Part 2, Episode 3. Lots of shocks. Nothing infuriating. One thing a little disappointing, Eren's twist. But apart from this, was a really, really great episode. Oh, and if you want me to reflect on Eren right now, about the twist and everything is done to come to this point. Yes, sure, it makes sense. It makes sense. That's what I've always said. The show is very coherent, so how characters are behaving, they are behaving because of something, and the payoff is usually, you know, coherent regarding this. Still, I'm not a big fan of how it was handled. So, because as much as the story is coherent, I don't think they should have handled Eren's character in season 4 part 1 the way they did. So yeah. But now let's see what Eren is going to be up to, how he's going to react and all of this. So yes, thank you very much guys, I'm going to be seeing you soon. You know, Food Act Action is available on Patreon, link that below in the description box. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a new video, and smash the like button. This is always very much appreciated. Links to my social media are down below in the description box, as well as the link to the Discord server if you want to join in and discuss more of Attack on Titan. You can also DM me on Instagram. Maybe I'm going to be more responsive on Instagram and everything. But yeah, I'm going to be faring you well. I'm going to be seeing you soon for the penultimate episode, and then please take care. Have a nice life. See you soon. Bye.